Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. Well, October has been a really fun month for Halloween, spooky season, especially for fantasy coloring, my favorite genre in terms of art, books, and any other entertainment type like music or movie. So this video today, I want to show you all of my completed pages that I have done in this month, October 2025. And I only have time to focus on the three books that I have on the screen here. They're all my books actually. Earthsong, Slow Living, The Way of Tea, and Sacred Presence. And I'm showing you all my art supplies that I either use as well, Ohuhu markers, alcohol markers. And these are all my pencil sets. Prismacolor, Faber-Castell, Polychromos, Ohuhu. Ohuhu is the brand that I was sponsored by a local art store here called Moon Art NZ. So one of the very first page that I've done in October actually was I started this page a long time ago, maybe around March or April, but I only completed it this month. And in this page, I use Prismacolor at the beginning to start a couple months ago to color the lady and part of the dragon. And then in October, I got sponsored a pack of Ohuhu markers. So I tried this pack on this page here. And what I did was to having a layer of Ohuhu pastel color as a base layer. And then I use Ohuhu pencil on top. And so this page was a page that I was trying out my new set of Ohuhu markers. And I thought they worked really well. Overall, I'm really happy with it. There was also the first page ever that I really took my time coloring, layering the pencil. Ohuhu pencil claimed to be oil-based, but they're a lot softer and the color also a lot more vibrant. So you actually can see the purple and pink bit of the dragon. I did that with Prismacolor. And then the rest of the dragon really with Polychromos. Ohuhu pencil. The Prismacolor is really vibrant. So I did her dress with Ohuhu pencil and I thought that was not too bad. And then another page that I have done is in this book, Slow Living, The Way of Tea coloring book. This is one of my earlier books that I have published. My first ever book was the Yoga Girls coloring book, and The Way of Tea is kind of like the second book that I published in the series, Slow Living series. This book is heavily focused on Chinese way of tea, Asian way of tea, and the way of tea, or in Chinese, Cha Dao, is something that I'm really passionate about as well. And actually, this book is the earlier version of my printed copy. After that, I did a few versions of the book that added more details for the illustration. But this one was my other copy from the very beginning. So the illustration in here is a lot simpler than the actual newer version right now that I'm selling on Amazon. I really like this page, but it wasn't the first page that I've done on this book. I have done another one when I published this book, which is last year. This page I did mainly with Prismacolor. I did not base the page with any of the alcohol markers. This was before I have a Ohuhu marker set that I was sponsored. And this new page is very much with the same technique that I'm using right now, Ohuhu markers as a base layer and Ohuhu pencil on top. So it's kind of like the second drawing that I'm using Ohuhu markers and Ohuhu pencils together combination. And I did use some gel paints as well to make the illustration pop a lot more. I'm pretty happy with what I did here with the winter session. And then moving on to all of the pages in this book, Earthsong, which is a book that I published very recently. There was one of the page that I used polychromos pencil. I did base this page with Ohuhu markers, and I mainly use a lot of the pastel Ohuhu marker for basing because it's a lot lighter, so I can add more layers with pencil later. I was sponsored actually 2 big sets of Ohuhu alcohol markers. One is the almost full set of 320 markers. And the other one is the 96 pastel markers. And I use the 96 pastel to base this page at all the base layer. This also was the first time I ever used polychromos pencil as well, which is a pencil set that my partner Dean bought me. Then this 3 page actually, is an interesting one. So this book, if you have this book of mine that I published recently, I included some oracle cards in here. And after you finish the card, cut them out. This is the remaining pages. That's kind of layer. And I use very much the same colors for all 3 pages because they are all related. I mean, you can make them related or not, but I choose to make this one related and layer them. So there is a little bit more interesting. And I only use markers on this page. I did not use pencil on top. I did add some of the stars using white gel paint, and that's all the extra stuff on this page. Everything else just markers. And it's really fun to just work with markers as well. Markers took a lot less time than pencil, I have to say. And these are also some of the oracle cards that I have made this month. I still have a few more to go in the book to make a complete set of oracle. Actually, I did posted a video on how did I make these cards that you can watch on the channel. And then another page that I've done this month is this one. I also had another video about it on the channel. This one, I'm also use just Ohuhu products. I really like Ohuhu, not just because I was sponsored by them, but also it's because it's work for me, for what I need for enjoyment of my coloring. Again, I use Ohuhu markers as base layer because these are just basic Amazon papers. And this page, I also use Ohuhu markers as base layer and Ohuhu pencil to add more details. I'm pretty happy with this one because I tried something different here for the first time for the girl skin. Usually I'm just following the very much traditional human skin, but this one I wanted to create something a bit more fantasy, a bit more unrealistic. So therefore I thought it would be fun to make her skin green. And I did also use some gel paint to make all the jewelry pop a bit more as well. I love working on little details. It's really fun and satisfying to just take my time and adding more details. for the illustration. And then this page is the one that I did just last week. It took me a while on this one. And again, same method that I'm using for all of my coloring recently, using alcohol markers, a space layer, and then use a combination of different pencil that I have got. This one I'm actually very happy with overall how it turned out. I usually don't really follow color palette very much. I sometimes have a vision of what I'd like beforehand, and I just want just explore and play with them. And some of the pages doesn't turn out as expected, but some I really love. Faber-Castell has been my favorite so far because I can keep adding layer after layer, and this one I use mainly polychromos, Faber-Castells. A little bit of Ohuhu pencil here and there, but mainly it's polychromos. And I could take the background a lot deeper, but I've decided to stop here and focus on the little details of the feathers instead, and I'm really happy of how it's really popped compared to the overall color. This one is the most recent one that I have done, and I'm really, really happy with it. I felt like since practicing just being really gentle and patient with color pencils, I felt like I have improved a lot just this month, especially seeing it's October and Halloween theme. Doing something that is out of ordinary really helped me to be out of my comfort zone and try something completely different. So again, for the girl scheme, I'm trying to do something different here, and it turned out really, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I also try to, this one I use Ohuhu pencil only, and I felt like with Ohuhu pencil, sometimes I can't really take the color to a very dark and more vibrant. I don't know, because maybe it's still Amazon paper, and even I had used Ohuhu alcohol markers to base and create more of the texture to use pencil on. However, this one had proof that I could do it. I could take it to, add a lot more depth and make it a lot darker. It just takes time, and I have to just go really gentle with it. And a whole pencil is a lot softer, so it can get to wax bloom too if I'm not careful of how to not destroy the paper. So overall, very happy with this page and how it turned out. So those was all the pages that I had done this month. Thank you so much for watching the video. And all of my books are available on Amazon.